Hi everyone, welcome to Channeling Love. My name is Diane and this is your angel message for today. So I am starting today with a message from the Little Book of Daily Guidance, and the message that I was given was 143, Lead with Love. The message says, take time today to remember that everyone needs to feel loved and appreciated just as you do. There's no need for you to be perfect, but everyone responds to loving kindness. Let go of any fears you may have about whether you're ready to be a good leader and surrender to the wisdom of love. Lead with love and allow yourself to be vulnerable. A deeper authority is waiting to emerge. So leading with love, that basically means just being open to being there for others, also be open to allowing others to be there for you, but understand that everyone essentially is looking for love, wants to be treated in a loving way, and is, with the right treatment, and when we feel safe to be vulnerable, everyone is open to giving and receiving love. But this is also about understanding that you are ready to be a good leader, whether you think you're perfect or not, because the deeper authority that's waiting to emerge is your life experience. It's the fact that you have lived, you have experienced certain things, and that you've come through it all still as a loving person. You don't have to be perfect. What you do need to be is be loving and be understanding and be able to share the benefit of your experience and to share the wisdom that you've gained as a result of that experience. So wondering now, who do you think it is in your life or in your community who currently needs your love and your leadership? Who is it that needs your guidance? Who is it that needs for you to hear them at this time? Who needs to be listened to and to feel held? Is it one person or is it a whole community of people? So what does lead with love mean to you? I'm going to shuffle. Wouldn't it be great if all of our leaders were to lead with love? And if we do lead with love, it means that we're not leading from the ego. We're not leading with a set of rules. We set out our intention to lead others to their own light, to lead others to joy, to lead others to the divine sources of love and inspiration. And we connect with that love and allow it to be channeled through us, rather than actually being leaders in the technical, in the traditional sense. What we actually are visionaries and channels of love. Okay, so what do we need to know today about leading with love? And I've just heard to feel it, to be it, and to become it, and then you'll know immediately. There's nothing else to know. Simply to experience it, simply to live within its flow. This is all that is needed at this time. So I'm still going to pick some cards. Thank you, guides. Honour your feelings. So sometimes in order to lead with love, we need to honour what we're really, truly feeling inside, rather than simply trying to be loving and painting, a loving glaze over feelings that might be uncomfortable. So this is really important, because this is about the shadowy elements of our nature and of our experience and the way that we process our pain. We don't always feel like being loving, and being loving doesn't always look the way that people think it does. Sometimes in order to be loving, we have to share uncomfortable truths with others. We have to tell them how we're really feeling about maybe the way that they've behaved, or we have to be honest with them about what we think of the direction of their lives. It's not about telling people how to live, but if they ask for our opinions, it's okay for us to say that we disagree, and it's okay for us to say when people have behaved in a way that that has upset us or that has made us feel angry. We tend to cover these feelings up sometimes in the spiritual community. We think they're not okay. Well, if you're feeling it, there's something there that if you're feeling it, you're healing it, I've just heard. If you feel it, it means that there's something that needs to be seen, that needs to come up to the surface, that needs to be acknowledged as a truth, that need to be honoured as our true feelings. And then we come back to being loving. So being loving doesn't always mean that you're being soft and you're being pushed around. It doesn't. Sometimes by being pushed around, you're being unloving because you're allowing other people to believe it's okay to treat you that way, and you are stunting their growth. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is say, no, that's not okay. That's not okay, and I'm going to let you know that's not okay. So this isn't about being a softie. This is about being truthful about our own feelings and not expecting ourselves to be perfect. There are many, many, many Buddhist monks, apparently. This is something I think I heard from Christiane Northrup, an incredible teacher. She said there were a lot of Buddhist monks who had diabetes, apparently, because they had tried so hard to be perfect and loving and at peace, when in fact it wasn't what was always going on inside them. And so, because they weren't expressing their true feelings in this quest to be these perfected beings before they had actually reached that state of perfection, they'd made themselves ill. And it's very easy for any one of us to do that, to have issues with hypertension or anxiety or even depression because we're not expressing our true feelings. I know because I've experienced that myself. So this is just a reminder that when we set out to lead with love, it doesn't always look the way that we think it does. Sometimes it can mean uncovering the truth of what we're feeling. Sometimes it means having therapy. Sometimes it means working with various modalities to do the work on ourselves. And sometimes it means pointing out to others where they are the failings that they have in the way that they are treating us or the way that they are behaving in the world. Tough love. Sometimes that's necessary. And that's how you lead with love. You don't have the need to be loved in the moment. It's not about your need for love. It's about your desire to do what's right, to do what feels right, to do the right thing, to say the right thing at the right time. And this is something that we often learn as parents as well, that there may be tough lessons to give our children. There may be things that we have to say to them that they don't want to hear in the moment. There may be things that make them think, don't like you very much. But we're not here to be liked, because in order to be truly loving, we have to guide them, and we have to let them know how to form their characters and become ethical, kind and loving beings themselves by being instructed correctly. I hope that makes sense. So where is that happening in your life today, that you need to instruct someone, that you need to lead with true love rather than this soppy, incorrect, this spurious notion of love, where you appear as this sagely guru all the time, but in fact you're either in deep pain and causing chronic illnesses in your body, or you're not instructing the people around you in terms of how you wish to be treated and how they need to actually behave in order to become better humans. I hope that makes sense. And also in terms of leadership, this is another aspect of leadership. You don't have to be perfect. Your life does not have to have been perfect up to this point. If you are broken, if you are flawed, if you've experienced dreadful things, sometimes you will make the best teacher, because you have deep compassion that comes from your pain and your sufferings. And because when someone says something to you that is absolutely awful to hear, you might have actually experienced something quite similar, and you'll be able to hold space for that. You'll be able to understand that without shrinking away from it and without judging. And so you will be able to be a teacher and an inspirer for them in all their darkness and their pain. So lead with love, and let's all together increase our understanding of what it truly means to be loving. Okay, gonna pick 1, 2 and 3. Pause the video and I will do a quick pick a card to say what each group needs to know about love and leadership at this point. What do we need to know about love and leadership, angels? What do we need to know about being the most loving we possibly can be, including being loving towards ourselves? Okay, group 1, this is your message. You need to call on your inner power, group 1. Dear Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. You need to understand that you are creating this creation, and you need to understand that where people are being unloving towards you, this is something, it's mirroring back to you something that is unhealed. Did you grow up expecting to be unloved? Did you grow up being told that you had to accept poor behaviour from those around you? Were you mistreated as you were growing up? And when I say this is something that you're creating, sometimes that sounds like an admonishment. That sounds like something that you're being told you're doing wrong. No, sometimes it's simply that there's a correction in your vibration that could happen, that could bring you to greater happiness, joy and peace, that could bring you to expressing and experiencing more love, because that creation is often happening unconsciously. It's not something that you're doing. It's this compulsion to repeat. The experience that you know that's familiar to you is the one that we often attract repeatedly because it feels comfortable. So call upon your inner power to show you what it is that you need to release, what it is you need to change, the programming that you need to alter, maybe the modality that's going to help you with that, so that you can begin to heal these patterns and really move into love. Okay, group number 2, what do you need to know about love and how to become more loving? Archangel Michael is protecting you. Some of you, Archangel Michael is like family to you. You walk very closely with him, and he wants you to know that he is not just a protector, he is not just a forceful guardian, he is also a very loving, caring instructor, a divine being who is always around you offering that love and lovingly offering you tuition and instruction that will help you to become a better leader and to love not only others but also to love yourself and to stand up for yourself so that you can receive more love and be treated in the way that you deserve to be treated. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. I love Archangel Michael. We are very, very close indeed. He is, you know, a very, very powerful angel, teacher and guardian for me. Group number 3, you have transformation, Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. So this card reminds me of the alchemy of turning that base metal into gold, transforming our pain into great blessings, transforming poison into medicine for others, as we say in the Buddhist community. So for you, that is your way to love, that is your way to peace, group number 3, to recognize that you are still in the midst of a transformation. So you can't actually see where all the pieces are going to fall into place just yet, but there is love waiting for you. There's something really beautiful waiting for you, because I feel as if this group in particular has been through a very painful time, possibly a very painful relationship as well, in the physical dimension, and there is something of a much higher nature coming to you, coming into your life when you go through this transformation completely and you learn to love yourself completely, and you are able to receive more from others, and that is the way that you will begin to lead with love when you maybe for the first time ever begin to experience love yourself and receive it fully into your being. Okay, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching these messages. Thank you for all your love and support, and for all your kind words and wishes, and thank you for being here. If you'd like to connect and work with me one-to-one, please check out the links below the video, where you can subscribe to my news and enter my monthly prize draw to win a free mini reading and lots of other things as well. So thanks again for being here, and all the very best of luck and best wishes on your journey.